Yeah. It's 7. It is 7 o'clock. We are on time. It's CP time and everything like that. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? I see Kimoyo King is already in here. President of the Black Panther fan group. Yeah, we in here for an informative time. Some folks gonna be triggered. We got the review flag. We got the penalty flag. See how we got this right here going on? Yeah. We got our whistle. Yep, we got our whistle. We got our whistle. And the shirt. The shirt. You see the colors? You see the colors? Right. Yeah. So the topic, the thumbnail, color on color or radicalized, because that seems to be the new catchphrase now, radicalization. When folks gonna start taking responsibility for their own act? Anyway, so color on color. First of all, can we just go ahead and agree that color, race is man-made? What's going on, Groovy Feet? Groovy Feet is in the building. That Lieberman and Blumenbach. Lieberman and Blumenbach, 2 Germans. Stay right there. Adolf Hitler was a German. Nazi supremacy. You stay right there. Just stay right there. My brother D-Real is pulled up in the building. Stay right there. So race isn't real. Just so we know, it's not real. It's man-made. And it was man-made. I'm of the mindset, just so some folks, considering who were the ones that created it so they could write themselves in a place of superiority over the other 4 races. Well, I'm sorry. I don't know Lieberman. I don't know Blumenbach. They ain't nobody in my damn family. I don't know what made them reputable. I do know our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, only God, one race, one. You made a human with a human, you get another human. I don't care if you like the results of that mating. That's a whole ass human. Yeah, it's a human. It's a human. That's what that is. The species, Homo sapien. It's a damn human. So if we're gonna talk about race, let's talk about it. Our country has been beset recently by a slew, a plethora, if you will, way too many for me, of mass murders. That's what that is. Ever since the unfortunate, that's what it was. It was wrong. Folks want to say folks don't like what Charlie Kirk was saying, wanted him gone. No. That honestly is too easy. No, I would love for him to still be here. So you're hearing it from somebody that looks like me, who don't like not a damn thing that came out of his mouth. No, I wanted him still here. I did, so I could embarrass his ass. Yes, yeah. You could say my wanting him to still be around is self-serving. So what? He would still be here. Nevertheless, since he was taken, his life was cut short, there have been a series of events taking place in this country. And some folks have went above and beyond, especially when it comes to the person who deleted Charlie, to call them radicalized, young Ripper. Now, mind you, the folks that use terminology like radicalization, they say it with their chest. They say it like they're angry. They say it like they he-men. Well, I don't know what he-man can be radicalized to do a damn thing. If your children can be radicalized, but you are the person of moral superiority, no, you're not. You're weak-minded. You can be easily manipulated emotionally if you want to. Saying that you're being radicalized or that your children being radicalized ain't the move you think it is. It's not. You're telling folks you're cut from weak stuff. Yeah, and the craziest thing is you're saying the folks whom you're superior to are capable of emotionally, mentally manipulating you. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't get that. But nevertheless, the series of events that have been taking place in this country ever since that individual was deleted, you want to call it radicalization. That's white on white crime. If we replace the photos in my thumbnail with 3 black men, we would easily call that black on black crime. That is exactly what we call it. But we don't use radicalization terminology when it comes to anybody else, do we? I've never heard when the Bloods and Crips got into it, I never heard anybody say, oh, the Bloods were radicalized by the Crips. I ain't never heard that before. I ain't. When a young man takes the life of a young lady, don't nobody talk about somebody got radicalized in that situation. It's black on black crime. When somebody gets deleted in our community because a drug deal has went bad, we're not sitting up there talking about the drug dealer got radicalized by the customer got radicalized by the drug. Oh, it's black on black crime. It's black on black crime. If one person roll up and shoot a group, mind you, if they do delete a group of black people, they had an issue with those group of black people. They ain't just spraying the crowd. That ain't what they're doing. No. That's never going to be described though as radicalization. Black on black crime. That's what that is. So this here, which is it? Are these men being radicalized by an inferior people, an inferior demographic? No, I'm not talking race, because that's the other thing. We keep looking at this subdivide thing. I ain't stupid. See, if we don't call it white on white crime, now we get to make it something else. Now it's left versus right. Now it's conservative versus liberal. No, it's white. And you're never going to solve your problems as long as you keep misdiagnosing it. It ain't liberal versus conservative. It ain't right versus left. It ain't ever been that. It's white on white crime. I don't give a damn if you're a white atheist. I don't give a damn if you're Jewish. I don't care. I don't give a damn if you are a white Christian. I don't care. It's white on white crime. You know why I say I don't care? Because we as black people, brown people, yellow people, red people could hit all those damn demographics. And you know what you're going to call it? You're not going to say it's radicalization. You're not going to excuse it. You're going to tell them people they got a problem within their own culture. And you would be right. You're going to tell those people they got a problem in their own demographic. And you would be right. We didn't look for you to solve the crack epidemic. We did that ourselves. Yeah, we knew who contributed. We know who started it. We didn't look for you to solve it. We solved it ourselves. When we formed the Black Panther Party, because a lot of folks like to compare that to something else, that wasn't just to make sure we wasn't mistreated outside of our people. No, that was to make sure we didn't mistreat one another. Who else can say that? The Million Man March, that was for us to check us in. You had fathers taking their sons. You had mentors taking their mentees. We walked to Washington. We marched. What we did not do was what transpired on January 6th. And we didn't go with our faces covered. No, we went as proud Americans. That's what you do when you're not being manipulated, radicalized, if you will. That's what you do when you want to call your brothers together. See, together, unification. You know, that thing that's kind of like in the name of our country, United States of America. You want to keep dividing you and yours up. because you keep thinking you better. You're not. You're not better. You're a human. If there's anything special about you, it's not your race. It's you individually. You either individually special or you're not. Your skin complexion doesn't make you better than anybody else. It makes you no different than anybody else. You just have a different skin complexion. That's it. That's all it is to it. But you're not taking accountability for your own actions. You hurting. You confused. And if I'm a God-fearing man, which I am, I'm of the mindset that God is moving in ways you're not thinking about understanding, because you're not being led by God-fearing people. He's turned the mirror back on you. You either learn or you don't. Everything that's going on right now is on you. It ain't on nobody else. You either gonna pull your people together and stop preaching hate, stop preaching division, stop preaching superiority, or you're gonna go the way of the dinosaurs and it ain't gonna have nothing to do with nobody else. You will have done it to yourself. It won't have anything to do with anybody else. It won't. I'm gonna keep up with these notes, and I'm gonna get on up out of here. Young Ripper, father to father. You can't radicalize my children. I'm their father. I'm the radical. I'm radical enough. And dad stands 10 toes down. So while you want to go above and beyond to make excuses, just so you can get in, you're a liar. You're no different than they are. The thing is, at the end of the day, they don't like you no differently than they don't like the Hodge twins. There's no place for you in their society. It isn't. You think it is, so you chirp their words. No differently than Deputy Do-Right. Well, those that don't learn any better, learn from their history, are doomed to repeat it. And yeah, the history is there. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. I'm gonna get on up out of here. I came in here for a good time, an educational time, not to be confused with a long time. No, we're gonna get on up out of here. We're gonna get on up out of here. I appreciate all y'all for pulling up. Y'all did not have to. This is an uncomfortable conversation because we don't want that mirror turned on us. We don't want to have to deal with any type of accountability. As long as we can blame somebody else, we fine. Well, it ain't always somebody else's fault. And right now, if I don't know anything else, and this is historical, recent history, you don't have any respect for the Lord's house. What transpired at that moment, church, that ain't the first time, that's the next time. You don't have any respect for God's house. So as much as you like to say you are a God-fearing Christian society, that's a lie. Because you keep going up in God's house, bombing it up, burning it down, shooting it up. That's not what God-fearing people do. It ain't. Stop saying that. Please stop saying that. That's one of the biggest lies out there, that we are God. No, you're not running up in God's house doing that. Also, running up in our schools where our children get their higher level of education. Some things should just be off. Like, we're not touching it. But you don't care about the Lord's house, and you don't care about your children. And if you don't care about yours, I know damn good and well you don't care about mine. Literally running up in schools and doing what for what? That's what you've been doing. Whether you've done it to yourselves or done it to somebody else, there's no hands off with that. That's an indictment on you. You don't value human lives as much as you say you do. You don't value God as much as you say you do. And you don't value the lives of children like you say you do. You need to go have a long, hard look in the mirror, because you've been doing it since you've been in this country. whether it was your children or somebody else's, whether it was somebody else's woman or your woman. You've been doing it, and you keep making excuses for it. You want to blame politics. You want to blame religion. What you don't want to do is blame the savagery in the mirror you look at every morning. None. But you want everybody else to do that. That's the damnedest thing. You want everybody else to take accountability, but you won't. Nah. That's your problem. You ain't took accountability for nothing you've done in this country that doesn't benefit you. That's your problem. It ain't anybody else's. And until you address it, there will still be a reason to throw this flag on the play when folks do stuff wrong. The damnedest part of it is the way we looking at it, more often than not, it's going to be you doing it because you won't check you. Keep up with these notes. We got my brother D-Real in the building. Hitler was Austrian born, though, ethnicity. Yeah. What's up, Mr. President? Yeah. Greetings, Theo. What's going on? Young Ripper has good comments, but I ignore his politics and social commentary. He doesn't want to upset his core audience. He knows what you know, Theo. See, here's the thing. Mr. Smith would like this one here. If Satan makes a good glass of wine, but leads to the destruction of God's people, I don't even know how his wine good. I ain't tasted it. Because I'm looking at everything else he got around him. Everything else he got around him is evil, deceitful, everything. So I don't know how to lock into the one good, because I don't know how I tasted the wine in the first place. If I walked up on Satan and I see Lucifer got all this stuff laying around that disgraces God and everything like that, I don't know how to get to the point where I entertain anything Beelzebub got going on. I don't know how I don't know how I've come across that. That's temptation in and of itself. That was no different than Eve being over there and the serpent saying, come here, psst, come here. She got the word. She got the word from her mate. She got the word from God. Hey, that's off limits. She listening to somebody else that ain't her mate, ain't her God. Get her caught up. And then her mate, he come along and listen to her, having listened to somebody else, even though he got the word directly. Now he get caught up. I don't know how we doing that. It's almost like we excuse stuff. Well, excusing stuff is how we got in this situation in the first place. We want to conflate hate speech with free speech. We want to tolerate hate speech. This is how we get here. Instead of telling somebody, no, we're not going to do that. We want to tolerate it. We want to make it okay. We want to tolerate his comic books, even though everything else he got going on is hateful, deceptive, divisive. Because that was the dude who said, hey, don't send your kids to college. Watch where you send them, because they might be radicalized. I'm looking at this brother like, so are you the first black man to send his kids off to college, or has it been done before you? And what is it about us sending our kids off to college where they come back fine, well, and damn dandy, and yours come back radicalized? As angry as he talks, as aggressive as he is, I would think his children, anything that comes from him, including himself, would be the last thing, the last person, the last people that could be radicalized. But yet here he go. Oh, well, what you just told me then is you weak-minded. You weak-minded, and anybody you around is subject to be emotionally manipulated, mentally manipulated, ain't got no self-cognizance of their own. If you telling me I can radicalize them. That's crazy. So I can't radicalize them for free healthcare. I can't radicalize them for better gun laws. I can't do that. I can't radicalize them to make sure children eat at school. I can't radicalize them for that. But I can radicalize you and yours to violence. That's why I got this shirt on tonight. Because see, it's either one or two things. You either mentally strong or you're mentally weak. Which one is it? You either mentally strong or you mentally weak. Which one is it? You either got respect for God's house or you don't have respect for God's house. Which one is it? You either respect our schools or you don't. Which one is it? Which one is it? Just stop telling folks going forward that you're being radicalized. No, you're no different than anybody else. Red on red crime, black on black crime, white on white crime, yellow on yellow crime, brown on brown crime. Mind you, let me just say this as an intelligent person. There is no such thing. It's proximity crime. And anybody that's got half a brain knows that it's proximity crime. You live in a white gated community. And what you got around you are white people. All the negative interactions you have nothing to do with anybody else. Your son get bullied at school, he getting bullied by somebody white. Your daughter lose her virginity, she lost it to somebody white. More than likely. More than likely, unless she done went across them tracks. Now, but yeah, you're not interacting with me. I ain't interacting with you. See how that go? I ain't interacting with you. You're not interacting with me. So stop them lies. Stop. Your children go to private school. That's how you talk. Your children go to private school. When anything happen at the children's private school, that's on you. They ain't got nothing to do with us. Stop telling that lie. I can't stand that Negro that uses white man's talking points. Hey, he got what he got going on. My elder, Mr. Ray Smith, is in the building. My elder would love it. Mr. Ray Smith tell you, we just won. We won. We not gonna do we either God's children or we not. You either got respect for the Lord's house or you don't. No, you either got respect for the Lord's house or you don't. Ain't no such thing as I asked yesterday. What, we got two different heavens? No, you're not walking up doing nothing on God's house. You be like, I'm gonna wait till you come out. you ain't going up doing nothing to nobody's school. You're not doing that. You know better than that. No, I'm gonna wait till 3 o'clock. I'm gonna wait till 3 o'clock. God's child or the devil, yeah. That said, before I go, I do have just one more thing. Shout out to Pete Hedgeworth, whatever his damn name is. That BS nonsense you said. Let me go ahead and say it like this, because I get it. No, I don't. No, actually, I don't. You had the opportunity to join the military fresh out of high school. You did not. You went to college. You had the opportunity to join the military then. You chose not to. You went out and got a public job. Okay, so with that being said, if you want to wear the flag, there should be a local recruiting office somewhere near you. That's how you go wear the flag. You want to wear the flag that bad, you can. You go down to your local military office and you sign up. All this other stuff is against the uniform, is against the U.S. flag code. Yeah. Don't tell me you're a patriot, you never served, and you got your clothing with the flag on it somewhere, that you're not a patriot, because you wouldn't do that. You want me to say it again? Don't tell me or anybody else you're an American patriot. You never served. You ain't got your uniform on that you wore when you were active duty. You walking around with a cowboy hat on with the stars and stripes on it. Wrong. You got a shirt on with the stars and stripes on it. Wrong. It's disrespectful to your Americans that actually served. And it's also illegal. It goes against the U.S. flag code. And since quite a few of you patriots, right, can't nobody tell you nothing, you gonna obey anything American, then I don't want to see that no more. It's disrespectful as hell. And on this live right now, there are at least 3 veterans that I know. I'm one of them. I found it awfully odd and insulting folks who did not take that oath are in a hurry to send other folks to war. How about we do what we did over there in England? How about one of your children takes the oath? How about we send one of your children to active duty? As a matter of fact, I'm of the mindset that every civilian politician who's never served, one of their to enlist so that they can feel what the common American feels. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Get on in here and I'm gonna get on up. I'm gonna get on up here. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Trying to get folks to lock in, Mr. Smith. The Kimoyo King, I hear you. I was completely unaware of this until I heard Theo talk about it. I thought his libertarian views were amusing, so I didn't pay attention to his regular channel. Oh no, Afro. Right after Charlie was deleted, he couldn't wait. And he did what so many other folks did, blame somebody else. He didn't keep it where it was. He forwarded that propaganda. And he let them know. What's the name of that movie, Officer and a Gentleman? He agreed with it. Hey, yeah, you're right. You're right. My people are radicalized. The people that look like me are radicalizing the people that look like you. See, here's the thing we don't think about it. And we don't take it into consideration. See, we all got children. And we're supposed to care about our children. And when I say our children, I'm not necessarily talking about mine. No. What the way I believe the children are the future. Well, it's one thing for somebody that don't look like me to espouse propaganda that could harm my children. It's another one for somebody that looks like me to do it, because you're telling me you don't give 2 damns about mine. But if something was to happen to yours today or tomorrow, where you needed Gerald Theophilus Butler, or somebody that looked like Gerald Theophilus Butler, or hell, here we go, somebody that looked like young Ripper, you would want us to see the us in your child, and not see any difference in your child. But I got you. I got you. Radicalized, right? So y'all weak-minded, y'all sus is what it is. You can be easily triggered. Anybody say anything to you, the first thing you gonna do, as opposed to use your words, is you gonna go get your 9. I'm sorry, that's our culture that goes to get the 9. You gonna go get the shotgun? You gonna go get the automatic? Because you the one want it. You want that right. You telling on yourself. You telling on yourself. That's fine. I threw the flag. I got the stripes on. I see what it is. As long, and I'm going to say it like this, just so I'm making myself clear. I'm a child of Africa. I was born in America. You're not going to separate me from my brothers and sisters in Africa, and you're not going to separate me from my fellow Americans. You can try. Good luck with that. But it's way more of me than it is of you. And the good thing about it is we don't all look the same. The meek shall inherit the earth. Y'all say y'all read the Bible? Well, if you did, when he come back, because y'all were looking for the rapture, yeah. When he come back, his tongue will be his weapon of choice. It won't be that 9mm that you keep asking for. It won't be that automatic, semi-automatic weapon that you don't believe you can live without. No, the dude that you keep talking about, when he come back and he make it all right, his weapon of choice won't be a sword. It won't be anything man-made. It won't. And you still won't be able to do a damn thing with it because you ain't learned no better. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Let me keep up with these notes. I'm gonna get on up out of here. God's child of devil, Mr. Ray Smith, greeted by Afro. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I just wanted to get that out of here. I just wanted to get that on up out of here and bring it back home. If we bring it back home, we're gonna bring it back home. Race is man-made. But if you want to call it color on color, you want to keep using terminology like black on black crime, well, that's white on white crime. I'm sorry. That's what that is. It's what it's always been. But now, if we're using radicalization, that's the new phrase that pays. I don't need to hear black on black crime going forward. No, I don't. Go ahead and tell it for what it was. Tyrone was radicalized because Marshawn was sleeping with his wife. That's what that was. Tyrone was radicalized because Marshawn owed him some money and he ain't paying. Yeah. Make sure you use the word radicalized, like spread it all the way across. Spread it all the way across. Here you go. Petty. Tyrone got radicalized because Marshawn stepped on his Jordans. See, that makes sense. That makes sense. Tyrone got radicalized because Marshawn broke into his home. Yeah, all that makes sense. We're not gonna use black on black crime no more. Matter of fact, rebuke that in the name of Jesus going forward. Ain't no more black on black crime. It ain't no white on white over here. Fine. I ain't got to call it white on white. I do see what it is though. But if we're not calling it white on white, then it ain't black on black. And I don't care nothing about what they did before they committed the crime. You don't care nothing about what they did over here before they committed the crime. Stop telling me, stop trying to paint this person as a sympathetic villain. They committed a crime that was heinous. Heinous. You shot up a church, you shot up a school. That's heinous. No, ain't no, because we don't get no, ain't nobody ever sat up here and said Tyrone was mentally unstable. He had Tourette syndrome. So we're not doing that no more. We're not doing no. The villain is the villain is the villain is the villain is the villain. You a villain? You're a villain. That's what that is. That's it. I'm out. I did this on YouTube. I did this on TikTok. I will quote Michelle. You're not understanding. You're not getting it. I don't know what it is. Like I said, you see the shirt. This is the United States of America. Thus, we're all in the same gang. One race, human. One species, Homo sapien. Just one. We're in America. We are. Bring us your best. That's what that is. This the home of the immigrants. Immigrants built this nation. Immigrants and slaves. Slaves and immigrants. That's who built this nation. Immigrants, slaves, and the Native Americans, because I don't want to forget them. Immigrants, slaves, that's who built this country. The United States of America. Not red, not blue, not an elephant, not a donkey. Not a conservative, not a liberal. And y'all stop with them damn labels. They false as hell. Depending on what the subject matter is, you either gonna be a liberal about it or be concerned or be a conservative about it. So stop that. Those are false ass labels. Same thing as those race things. But the United States of America, we all in the same game. Let's do better. That said, I'm out. Hit that like button, if you will. Go check out my brother Daryl and everything like that. It's Toy Tuesday. It's Toy Tuesday. Going over there and get you some Toy Tuesday. He and I are working on a project. We have been listening. We are working on a joint project in regards to our action figures. Yes, this the channel where we're supposed to all come together, have fun, superheroes, comic books, action figures. We really ain't supposed to be talking about that other stuff. Yeah. But to be able to talk about it so we can protect our peace, we got to let other folks outside our sphere. Y'all tripping. I need to let y'all know y'all tripping before y'all get on over here and start messing up what we got going on over here. Stay over there with that. Anyway, we are working on a joint project. Mr. Ray Smith, you might be in on that too. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. But we are working on a joint project for the upcoming Halloween. Can't call that a holiday, but Halloween day and everything like that. So yeah, that's what that is. I hope all of you like it. If you're a comic book fan, you're an action figure fan, Daryl and I and Mr. Ray Smith are going to do our best to give you what you like, a story, something using our action figures that we think will, I don't want to say move the needle, but if you're a comic book fan, you will action figure fan, you will find entertaining. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Folks want to get caught up on this right here. You can love this right here without hating somebody else's for being different. You can. Because just like there are black action figure fans, I'm sorry, let me stop that. You have action figure fans of all hues, all ethnicities, all nationalities. See what I said? Hues, ethnicities, and nationalities. You have people across the board. Matter of fact, I don't want to say it like that, but you know, they say when you know better, you do better. This might upset some folks, and I'm apologizing right now. You do what you want to. Free country. But because I know what it is and I refuse to participate in the stupidity, because to me, any conversation regarding race is a false conversation off the rip. We're talking about something that doesn't exist. So me for mine, I'm going to acknowledge my place of birth and my place of ancestry. I am a proud African American. You want me to call myself black, you got to tell me why I need to call myself what two Germans. So I don't answer. I'm not from Germany. I ain't got nothing to do with Germany. I ain't got nothing to do with Germany. My ancestry ain't Germany. My nationality ain't Germany. So you got to tell me why I, as an intelligent person, am identifying with something that two people who really, I'm of the mindset, did not care too much for me and mine in the first damn place, why I'm going along with their rhetoric. While you going along with it, it's completely up to you. I'm not going to judge you for doing it. Don't judge me for now, going forward and forevermore, wanting to be addressed by my nationality and my place of ancestry. I don't want to be addressed by no color no more. I don't. That's been BS since before I was born. I don't even want to do it no more. And I don't need to be addressed by a color to see the you and me, to see the me and you. I don't need that. If you feel like you need it, that's on you. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm going to expose these false narratives. I don't need that. I won't be doing that. So when somebody want to come to me and tell me that they white, no. Where you from? I'm white. Where you from? Boston. No, that's where you were born. I said, where you from? Where your people from? Oh, my people from New York. I get it. You're an American, but your ancestry didn't start in America, my guy. So where are your people from? That the only person I won't ask that to is somebody of Native American ancestry. I want to ask them, and they're going to look like it. But everybody else, I won't be entertaining the color conversation no more, because that's what they've been wanting us to do. And I will no longer support that false argument. I won't. I won't support that false argument. You can do it if you want to. Let me keep up with these notes. Let me get on up out of here. King Sigma say he in here looking. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's say we out. Came in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. We ain't even make it to the 45-minute mark. Ain't but 5 people in here. I get it. I understand. I might have said something to upset some folks. That said, in memory of the late great Don Cornelius, because we are out of here. And Chadwick Boseman, yeah, you know he went and traced his ancestry back to Africa, right? You know Don Cornelius called it the soul train. He ain't call it the black train. He called it the soul train. Right? Well, in memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, until next time, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so we out.